Have you seen people at conferences, eyes glued to their phone, fingers madly tapping away? Well, they're probably live tweeting. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can also use Twitter at conferences. Hello creative people, I am Jade from Misskoko the Librarian. And if you're new here, I want you to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell next to it, because I bring out a helpful video a week just like this, helping you create a rockin' online presence. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can use Twitter at conferences before, during and after it. Social media in general is a great tool to help you build connections within your industry. And within my industry, Twitter is the tool of choice for many. Librarians and information management professionals use Twitter to participate in Twitter chats, to keep an eye on industry trends, to develop their personal learning networks, and as a professional development tool. But the big way that Twitter is used in my industry is live tweeting at conferences and events. It's kind of like our way of keeping everybody at home involved in the conversations that happen at these places. But before I get ahead of myself, let's run through all the ways you can use Twitter before a conference. You can use Twitter to network. Talk about the conferences that you're going to. Mention any speakers that you're really excited to go and see. Put the conference hashtag in your Twitter name and use the direct messaging tool in Twitter to start setting up some coffee dates with people you know are also going to be at the same conference. Something I personally like doing is direct messaging some of the speakers of a conference that I'm going to and chatting with them about the topic of their presentation. Because I can guarantee you that almost every speaker does not have enough time to talk about everything they want to at the conference. So if you direct message them, then you're giving them an opportunity to do that. And once you've started those conversations, that is a relationship you've built without even trying. So why not invite them to a breakfast catch-up or coffee while you're both at the conference too? While you are at the conference, Twitter can be helpful to you in a number of ways. As I mentioned before, people live tweet at conferences. And if you aren't familiar with that term, it's when people listen to a presenter but also tweet at the same time key nuggets of information or insights from their presentation. I personally love live tweeting because it's become like my notebook at conferences. Especially ever since Twitter added in its thread function, it's now so easy for me to keep together tweets from different speakers. Actually, you know what? I'll show you what I mean. On a desktop, if you click on someone's tweet that has the thread at the bottom of it, or show this thread, sorry, all the tweets in this thread pop up and you can see the whole discussion. And even tweets that other people have made comments on. And this is how the same thing looks actually on the Twitter application. So I've gone to someone I follow, Seb Chan, and he is quite known for doing thread conversations on Twitter. So scrolling down here and we can see one of his tweets that has a show this thread underneath it. So you click on that, and then you can actually see all of the tweets he has done related to that first one. And usually people use this to sort of continue a conversation or a narrative or a thought on Twitter. When you use Twitter as your conference notebook, it's a really nice way to include the people at home in the conversations happening at the conference. Conferences are expensive and we don't get to go to everyone that we want to. I have been so grateful on more than one occasion to live tweeters at various conferences, because through them I still get to participate and contribute to the melding of minds that happens at conferences. If you do decide to use Twitter as your conference notebook in future, here's a few things to keep in mind. Before the conference, it's a good idea to put together a document that has speaker names, their handles and session hashtags and have that open on your device so you can easily copy paste information straight into your tweets. This will give your tweets extra context and be more informative to the people following along at home and yourself when you look back on your tweets and trying to remember, you know, certain points that are like tip of your tongue but you can't quite remember what was said. Also, take an extra battery pack or a power cord because live tweeting will drain the battery of your device and you'll need to find somewhere to top up throughout the day. In other words, be prepared! And for after the conference, having those tweets is a great way to liven up any blog post or wrap up that you create after the event. Or if you're into creating online collections, Wakelet is a really great way to curate information and memories from an event. I will put a link to Wakelet in the description below. You should have also made a ton of new friends at the conference as well. And if you remembered to grab their Twitter handles while you were there, then Twitter is also a fantastic way to keep in touch afterwards. I feel like that was a lot of information and probably the quickest crash course in Twitter that you've ever had. So let's recap all the ways that you can use Twitter at conferences. You can use it to network with people going to the conference. Set up some coffee dates or start chatting to some of the speakers. If you want a couple more tips on how to network effectively, I have linked in the cards and in the description below to my networking playlist, which has a couple of videos to help you become a better networker. You can use Twitter as your notebook, and doing so becomes a really beautiful knowledge sharing system. And you can use it to curate or enhance your blog wrap-ups or vlog wrap-ups after the event. So, my question to you after watching this video is, do you have a Twitter handle? And if you do, leave it in the comments below and I'll be in touch. Who knows, you may have a coffee on me. Also, you may want to watch the next video that pops up on your screen right now as I give you some conference travel tips. Remember to always be curious and I shall see you same time next week.